Hello, my YouTube family. This is Sarge coming at you again. Name of the channel, Mismatch Stereo. If you guys seen my earlier video today, you've seen a delivery from FedEx Freight. It got delivered on a pallet. Total weight of that pallet was 165 pounds. And that pallet carried a McIntosh Mc 402 power amp. The one on the left. I bought the one on the right in 2009, 16 years ago. And I've been wanting to get a second one to bridge them into mono mode. But that never came to fruition. So I just waited and waited and waited. When I bought the 275, the tube on top, I bought the second one right away so I could have bridged them into mono mode because they were a little cheaper in price compared to the 402. But I finally found a good deal from the music room on this second 402. And I said, well, it's now or never. If you're going to do this, you're going to do it now because I'm retiring from my job in 3 months or 4 months. So I got a good deal. I think it's a good deal from the music room. But one thing about McIntosh, it's good or bad. It's good if you own it. It's bad if you want to buy it. They hold their value. So the second one wasn't cheap, but I did get it for $2,000 less than what I paid in 2009. It's not a big drop, but it's a good thing because McIntosh still hold their value, so I didn't mind paying what I paid for it. And I can tell you right now, without a shadow of doubt, I've been playing it all day today. It's still breaking in. Both of them really, because I haven't played my 402, the first one in a while neither. But the sound that I'm hearing from my system is now just like unbelievable. I am so impressed with these 2 amps in bridge mono mode. I mean, the system is like running effortlessly. I can't believe how big the sound is. Not loud, but just big. The sound is a whole lot bigger. It's like it's more there, and I'm stunned. I knew it would be good. That's why I had in my mind the whole time to try to get a second one. I didn't realize how good. Everything is big. There's no strain or stress on the amp or the speakers. Now, these amps are 400 watts stereo mode. So if you bridge them, like I got them bridged now, I made 2 jumpers to tie the left and right channel together on each amp. So in bridge mode, you go from 400 watts to 800 watts. Do you need 800 watts to push these speakers? No, you don't. I ran these speakers on 8 watts from the Wilsonton R300 300B tube amp. And that 8 watts had these speakers singing. Now they're being push with 800 watts. So 800 watts into an 8-ohm speaker with 99 dB. It could be overkill, but it sounds so good because there's no stress or strain on either component, the speakers or the power amp. Everything is just so much bigger and so much lifelike. My setup has never sounded this good before, so I'm very, very pleased, very pleased. And the way I have it set up now, I'm bridging them. Also, I had the MC 275 sitting on top. The one thing about the 402, they don't get hot. The amps run cool all the time, so I wasn't worried about placing the 275s on top. But I do have a serpentine pad under the 275s to give the 402 room to breathe, like an 8-inch gap between the 2 power amps. So make it easier for me to go from solid state to tube very quickly. Right now I'm using the Luxman 590AX Mark II as a preamp. But I do have 2 McIntosh preamps, one solid state and one tube, that I will be putting in the system later on, just giving the Luxman a turn as a preamp. The Luxman sounds awesome as a power amp. Running it, I had the audio research as a preamp using Luxman as a power amp, and that sounded awesome. And the Luxman sounded good all by itself as an integrated amp, which it is, 30 watts Class A. But using it as a preamp, it don't sound bad neither. So it took me 16 years to finally buy the second MC402. I'm glad I did. What I'm hearing in this room is amazing. And it's so lifelike. You know, I said I wouldn't buy anything else. I made that statement last year. I was done buying stuff, but I had to get this one. Had to get this one inside the house, the MC402. It's a great combination. Like I said, 400 watts in the stereo mode, bridge mono mode. Double that wattage, 800 watts. I had to make 2 pair of jumper cables for each amp to tie the left channel and right channel together. And each amp has a switch you can switch to put them in mono mode. And what more can I say? I love it. I love the sound. I mean, everything is perfect. Everything is perfect. Now, the clips are not my main speakers. My main speakers are the Wilson Audio Puppy 8s, and they're 92 dB, 4 ohms. So they're a little harder to drive, so they'll benefit more from this setup, more so than the clips. But the clips are singing. Everything is right on cue. I got everything running into the Luxman now, the turntable, the reel-to-reel, the 2 CD players, the McIntosh MCD 550, the audio research CD9, which I just purchased also from the music room. Yeah, the music room staff and I are now on first name basis. Them guys they're awesome. The company is awesome. I like the music room because they're like a middleman between you and the seller, whereas eBay and AudioGone is just the seller and you going through AudioGone and eBay. The music room is a stopover. They're going to check everything they get before they resell it. And this amp came packaged today. It was awesome the way it was packaged, just like the way I bought my first 402 in 2009. Right from McIntosh. The music room had this thing packed just as good as McIntosh. You would have thought McIntosh packaged this amp. So I'm thrilled to death with my setup. I brought the reel-to-reel back down to the shelf instead of in the far right-hand corner in no man's land, because I put the CD player on the floor in front of the preamp. Everything is working great. I was a little worried when I tied everything together and turned everything on. There was no pops, no hum, no noise. Everything came on the way I wanted it to. Came on perfectly. You always shake you when you do things and turn things around, hook things together. You know, you're always afraid that you can turn something on and something's gonna go pop, whatever. But everything worked great, no incident. Alright, my next video, you'll hear this setup. You'll hear how improved the sound quality is. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Alright, you guys stay tuned for some nice sound coming from the 2 MC402s bridge into mono mode. 800 watts per channel on a 8 ohm speaker with 99 dB sensitivity. Alright guys, stay tuned. Sarge, USMC, December 5.